Hi there, Serial Trader here. I just want to do an update on the major US indices, and we'll start off with SPX here on the hourly chart. Now, I think a lot of things have been cleared up at this point as far as the different scenarios, and right now this is the one I'm running with, and that's where we have this prior swing low, this prior fourth wave as it's labeled at 36.94. We did a impulsive advance off of that to that 39.50 high, and then we did a deep but still internal corrective retracement of that move in an ABC, so possibly larger one up, two down, of potentially a larger wave 3 of a potentially larger wave 5 of a potentially larger wave 3. Don't worry about the larger degree wave labels. That's not really that important from a trading perspective, but the pattern at hand here is we got a 5 up, we got a 3 down, and we're looking for another 5 up, just to put a bottom line on it. And 1.618 relationship between a 1 and 3 off of 2, that would get us to 41.3805, so a potential upward target. Could certainly exceed it, obviously, but got to have something reasonable to work with as far as targets. Just FYI, I am long some futures there from Thursday and Friday, and so far that's working out well. Got a nice reaction off this low. And all this talk of everything being so bearish, I just don't know how you can make the case for that, because we didn't even take out the prior swing low, which would have been 36.9412. To me, that would have been the minimum to at least entertain that we got something larger to the downside developing, and it just didn't happen. You couldn't even take out the prior swing low. You just did a nice internal retracement of this 5-wave move, and now a strong reversal and likely new highs ahead is what I'm reading here. So that's really all I want to say about SPX here. I don't think it needs much more explanation. Obviously, if we do somehow reverse back down and take out the lows, then obviously we have to reassess and there's something else going on. But I'm really not seeing that as the likely scenario. To me, this looks really bullish. Okay, and another thing that makes me more confident about that assessment, here we'll look at the Nasdaq Composite, just a 4-hour chart. Now, I don't have any overall wave count here. I just want to focus on the pattern off the top, the most recent pattern, because I think that's the most important piece of information here to gather from the Nasdaq. As the Nasdaq, of course, has been kind of a leader to the downside. Tech overall has been the leader, right, to the downside. So what I see here is just a clean ABC zigzag correction off the top, near perfect equality between A and C, just a nice 5-3-5 three-wave decline, and it looks like that correction is over, bottom is in, and strong reversal off that area, and just some upward projections for this correction. So to the upside, some reverse extension targets, 14,854 and 15,953. So let's just roughly say between 15 to 16,000 and some rough initial targets to the upside. So that's really all I wanted to say about the Nasdaq. Looks like we've completed this correction, and that adds to my confidence that SPX has also completed its correction and is poised to make new highs here going forward. Possibly within the next week or a couple weeks, whatever, how long it takes. Could be quick. Once it gets moving, we know how quickly these things can get after it once they get going. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to go through on the Elliott wave side of things. Don't need to go too deep in the weeds here unless we're forced to, and right now things look fairly clean and simple, so let's just run with that. Okay, so let's go to the Thinkorswim charts here. Now, SPX daily candlestick chart, you can see we've had some interaction with the 50-day simple moving average. We did close below it for one day there, but now we've closed right back above it. So largely holding the 50-day simple moving average. Nice reversal candle there on Friday, obviously, and some nice long lower shadows on these two candles, rejecting these lower prices. So to me, it looks like bottoming action here just on the candles. Never mind the Elliott wave stuff. Weekly chart on SPX. Interesting. Looks like a very large doji kind of candle. Small real body, large upper and lower shadow. So potentially a indecision or reversal candle. To me, that's a reversal candle. We tried to go down, rejected, and we're probably heading back up just according to that. Not too much else to say about the SPX candles here. So let's go over to the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And the Dow actually looks really nice. Now, I didn't go on the other trading view charts to show the wave analysis on the Dow, but I think you can kind of just get the idea. This is our prior swing low on the Dow. Didn't even come close to testing it. We had a 5-wave advance off that swing low, and looks like a nice 3-wave decline. Let's see here. Do a little light charting work here. So to me, that's what we got on the Dow. ABC down, 3-wave down, corrective retracement. This would be our AC equality relationship right here. And look at that, we got a near perfect touch on that A equals C relationship. Then a nice reversal up. What did we do for a retracement of this overall advance to this corrective low? Let's take some levels off here. So right around that 618 retracement, we actually briefly spiked below, but largely holding that 61.8% retracement area, which also lined up pretty well with that AC equality relationship, and now already breaking out of this corrective trend channel. So it looks like the Dow is setting up for new highs again. Looking nice. So that complements SPX and the Nasdaq also being bottomed and heading for new highs. Let's look at the weekly candlestick here on the Dow. Weekly candle, just a nice bullish candle, not a particular signal. So not much information to be gathered from that. But yeah, Dow looks bullish. They all look bullish now. They all look like they're heading for new highs. Nasdaq Composite. So here's just the basically a version of what you saw there on TradingView, but without any labels, and it's of course candlesticks. So again, just our nice clean ABC down. Hang on there. Clean ABC down. Near perfect AC equality relationship there. That 100% relationship. And a very, very bullish looking hammer candlestick on Friday. So that looks really bullish. Very convincing that we have a bottom in place there, according to that. And what else? Let's go to the weekly candle here on the Nasdaq. See if there's anything interesting about the weekly candle. Not really. It's not a particular signal that I'm familiar with. But yeah, just I like that all the indices, you know, there was that conflict before where the SPX didn't look too bad, but the NDX and the Nasdaq Composite definitely looked like they wanted another leg down. Well, sure enough, we did get the next leg down on tech, and SPX went down a bit more, but not much. But now that everything looks like it's done a mature correction here and a nice reversal signal, to me, we're very much in alignment across the indices, and the focus should be on pressing for new highs at this point. Unless we unexpectedly go down and make new lows, but right now, I'm just really, really doubtful that's going to happen. This looks really good for more upside here. Okay, so that's what I wanted to go through there. If we look at the VIX, VIX never really got much traction. It didn't even get back to our prior spike high here, which was at 37.51. Didn't get anywhere near that. And now VIX rejecting strongly. And not that I'm a big believer in VIX candlestick analysis, but technically we have a bearish engulfing candlestick on Friday on the VIX. So that's certainly promising for the market going up, right? VIX tanking, that's helpful for the market, and vice versa. Okay, so that's just about it. I'll go to the VIX VVIX tool because we have a fresh buy signal materializing. So as SPX was going down here and grinding out some new lows, VIX made a slightly higher high, but VVIX made a lower high. So we had a nice VIX VVIX divergence. And then the next step was VVIX getting back below its red moving average. So we've done that as of Friday. And then basically the confirmed buy signal would be SPX starting to get above this blue moving average, which again, we started doing on Friday. So it looks like we're, activating a buy signal here on this tool, and that certainly complements all the other things discussed there. So really, unless proven otherwise, things are looking really bullish now and poised for new highs. That's really the underlying message here. All right. Might upload a couple more videos here if you're interested. Some bigger names that have their own individual trade setups that look good. So I'll go through that shortly here. All right, Serial Trader signing off.